eyes, please. Just keep your eyes closed. Just see the simplicity, the easiness, effortlessness of this wisdom that you are. As you have been going through these verses, you can see for yourself there are two different ways. One is directly, at once, immediately. You can be aware of yourself. Other is consciously, step by step, withdrawing yourself from all that you have to be who you are. Both are effective. Just as direct your attention outside. The silence, instantaneous. Just feel that silence. Be conscious. Silence instantaneous. But in case your attention is drawn to some types of sounds Now consciously you can withdraw your attention from the sound to the silence. And this withdrawal is instantaneous again, as there is no distance between sound and silence. Shifting your attention from sound to silence, instantaneous. From a sound to a sound, it will take time. Now you are listening to me. So as now at this moment I say, listen to a bird. There is no bird sound. You have to wait for one. You don't have to wait. The sound of silence. Same way within. Attention, direct your attention to yourself. Instantaneous. Being conscious, being aware. In case you are unconsciously moved away with thoughts of many kinds, moving from thought to awareness, instantaneous. Where these thoughts are in awareness. From a thought to thought, it takes time. As you have to wait for other thought to appear. As being yourself is instantaneous. Yet, consciously, shanai shanai uparamet buddhya dhruti gruhitaya. With total patience, dhruti gruhitaya buddhya. With total patience. Shanai shanai uparamet, slowly withdraw your attention from objects, to sense organs, to thoughts, ultimately to yourself. Reaching where, seeing yourself, you recognize instantaneously. After all, you have never left the place. You are always with yourself, but not aware. It's like being surrounded by silence, yet not recognizing it. Just see that for yourself. And seeing yourself is to see the Lord. Call it truth, Atma, Brahma, Chetana, Ishvara. Atma Darshanam, Isha Darshanam. Seeing yourself, being yourself, is to be one with God. Sarvabhutastam Atmanam, Sarvabhutani cha Atmani, Pashyati Yoga Yukta Atma. Yoga Yukta Antakarana, being one with yourself, you see. Atmanam Sarvabhutastam, yourself in all the beings. Sarvabhutani Atmani, all the beings, the whole universe in yourself. And seeing that is seeing the God. Yomam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mai pashyati. Hey Arjuna, one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me. Ishvara. Tasyaham na pranasyami, sachame na pranasyati. Such a person never loses hold on me, nor do I lose hold on him. Always aware. Being yourself is to be one with Ishvara. Devotion, knowledge, one and the same. Is Sarvatma Bhava. Being at once everywhere, in and through everything. Prashanta Manasa. Uttamam Sukham. Absolute restful, absolute bliss. Just be that. Straight away with yourself, as you are. Or apparently withdrawing step by step. Where you see clearly, after all, no need to withdraw from somewhere, to be with yourself. You are at once with everything. You don't have to withdraw yourself from the waves to see the water. Water is in a wave. You don't have to withdraw yourself from anything to be yourself. You are in everything. You don't have to withdraw yourself from anything to see Ishvara. He or she is everything. There is nothing other than the truth. Nothing other than Ishvara. Just be that, please. stave Vedeshangavadakramopanishade Yandim Samaga Yanavastidatabyate Namanasa Shindhya Yasyantam Navidusura Evaya Tasmai Just see this for yourself, as I told yesterday. Please do it anytime, anywhere. The beginning stages, nice to do that at a fixed time, fixed place, just to motivate your own mind. But as you have been going on listening and seeing these things more and more clearly, any time, any place. As I told you, when you are a person who enjoys coffee, any time, coffee time. You like to talk to somebody you like, any time is good time. If you love something, you like to be with that something or somebody, anytime, anywhere. Are you in love with yourself? Are you one with Ishvara, one with the totality? So anytime, anywhere, you are consciously abiding until it becomes so effortless. What is there to sit down anytime, anywhere? Pashyan, Shunvan, Spushan, Jigran, while doing anything, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, experiencing, opening your eyes, closing the eyes, all the time I am with myself. So what is there to sit down for a particular time or a place? Your own heart will tell you, not out of laziness, but out of fulfillment. A lazy person doesn't want to consciously abide. The one who is fulfilled with himself also doesn't want the special effort. Extremes meet, therefore watch out. Is your decision not to sit down at a particular time or a place because of your laziness, restlessness, or because of a sense of fulfillment? Because anytime, anywhere, you are always with yourself. So, watch out, be very conscious and see these things clearly. Please read the verses. (31), please read. Sarvabhutasthitham yo mam Vajatyekattvamastitah Sarvatha vartamanopi Sayogi mai vartate Atmopamyena sarvatra Samam pasyati Arjuna Sukham va yadi va dukkham Sayogi paramo matah. See that Just the last two words also read, the 29, 30, just for fun of it. Sarvabhutasthamatmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshanaha Yo mam pashyati sarvatra Sarvam cha mai pashyati Tasyaham na pranashyami Sachamena pranashyati. So these are beautiful verses. All these four verses like a quadrant, these verses. Sarvatma bhava. Yesterday I explained to you, please a little more, see for yourself. Sarvatma bhava. Sarvatma means sarvasmin atma buddhi. You see yourself in and through everything, the consciousness here, there, everywhere, one and the same. Nothing stands apart, nobody stands apart. As I told you, drugdrishya vivek, here is not the seen easy to comprehend. And that is how many people begin and end also. Even with a common sense, you can appreciate that. That is why some people become very objective, intellectually. Objective. It's a very solid logic. Appeals to the mind, appeals to the intellect. Very rational approach. Seer is not the seen. Subject is not the object. But that the subject is all objects. That the seer is in and through everything that is seen, that needs vision. Awareness of yourself. That is why this study. Please understand. Subject-object relationship. Everybody knows. Even the animals know it. The dog knows where his end, where the nose ends, he ends. Where his tail ends, he ends. World begins after that. Different from him. The cat knows. If the mustache can go in, he can go in. With his mustache, he ends. The world begins. Subject-object relationship. That is why you can be so selfish. Me and others. That is why you can intellectualize, rationalize. Feel yourself as the most important person. This type of pep talk, you are the most important person, you are the one of a kind, you are the subject. They are all one type, which makes you really one of a kind, arrogant. The person looks down upon others, doesn't see the same possibility in everybody. That is why this type of philosophy sounds rational, but ends up in total irrational behavior. Arrogance, stubbornness, selfishness, crookedness of the highest kind can be triggered by this conviction. that I'm different from everything. When the Upanishad says, neti neti, not this, who am I? Everything that the eye perceives, not even the eye thought, that is not me. Your individuality is gone. You see the meaning of the word I, aham pratyaya gochara, see yourself. And you see the same thing, that is where Shastra, teacher comes, scripture comes to help you in sarvatma bhava. The truth here, there is everywhere. You are not somebody very special. Or you are as special as anything else, anybody else. And the whole thing, if you want to name it, Ishvara, divine. Ishavashyamidam sarvam. The whole universe is to be seen as Ishvara. There is nothing away from you. So nothing is more divine, nothing is less divine. That is why you can't have an exclusive God. And therefore you cannot have an exclusive man or woman. Exclusive knowledge. Nothing is exclusive. An exclusive God also destroys people because that makes you an exclusive person. I am the one who believes in that God. It makes you very special. I believe. My God is very exclusive. It's like people owning exclusive designer clothes, exclusive designer custom-built car, exclusive yachts, exclusive house, no reputation. Other day I went to an artist. He's a top artist, Padma Vibhushan, really top artist. If you see his sculpture, you will fall in love with it. Absolutely. Out of the world. And I was talking to him, few pieces were there. I say, what type of price you are asking? Swamiji, this is 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 2 lakhs, like that he was asking. Then I asked, who gives that type of money? 30, 40 lakhs for a beautiful pieces, no doubt. But so much of money. If you look at, if you want to money sort of translate into money, labor-wise, time-wise, it won't be that much. It's like a painting, Van Gogh painting or some painting today. If you look at the time-wise, material-wise, maybe 6 months, 1 year, a little piece of cloth, little painting. If you value that, it will be maybe $5,000 or 500. But then it sells for 500 million, 100 million. It's like that this sculpture also. Who purchased so expensive? Then he said, no, Swamiji, you don't know. One company asked him that he shall pay 20 lakhs, 2 million rupees for that small sculpture on one condition. He should not repeat it. Anything he makes it exclusive, he shall pay 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. But that should not be repeated. Why? Person wants to be proud. Exclusive owner of these paintings. Like that people make exclusive God. I'm the one. So that he becomes exclusive. Are you getting that reflection? Why people want to purchase, have exclusive things? Because they become the exclusive owner of the exclusive object. Lucky truth is not like that. Or as some people only can have that. Ishvara, when you say God, sarvabhutani cha atmani, sarvabhutastham atmanam. Yo mam pasyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pasyati. He is himself everywhere, everything in himself. She is God everywhere, she is everything in God. You can alternate. That's why Ramana Maharshi is that beautiful line. Atmadarshanam Ishadarshanam Ishadarshanam Atmarupate Veshahanate Atmadarshanam Atmadarshanam Ishadarshanam. Same all Upanishads. When the dress drops out, individual, total. I with one body, Jiva. The same consciousness, the total body, Ishvara. The total body includes my body. Veshahanata. Give up one body, give up totality. Chaitanya Swarupena Vadak Avava. There is no difference in awareness. And from the standpoint of the body, it's a part of Ishvara himself. And who is the one who is part of totality? Everybody. Everything is divine, everything is Ishvara. Iti Sarvatma Bhava. With that, your life becomes beauty. What happens? When more and more you are in that, you can't hurt people. That is why before you say something rude, already thinking 100 times. Before you take a harsh decision, you think 1,000,000 times. Before you punish somebody, think so. That is why if a person is wise, aware of himself, other people are not going to know about it. The wise man's decision, the person who wants to take a decision, is like huge deliberation. Because you see all moves. This morning I was talking to somebody, it's like a chess game. You see all, by chance I say this, what the other person will feel. By chance you remove this flower, how will it hurt the person who has left it? Suppose you come here and say, why this flower? When you throw that flower, whom you are throwing? When you are throwing that flower, you know whom are you throwing? For strangers? One who has placed it. Oh. The person like, why this book is here? One who has placed it will bear the heat. Something is already arranged. You remove one thing from there. You will insult the person who has arranged it, right or wrong. How many people feel it? Just think. Why is it so? Atma upamena sarvatra samam pasyati Arjuna. This comes from the sense of oneness with everything. Every action, every speech is very important. What you think doesn't affect people. Listen carefully. Don't be guilt-ridden. Your thought will not affect people. Only your action. What you think, nobody knows. If your thought influences the action, that action will affect the person. Suppose you are thinking, this fellow is a rascal. Why that fellow is shouting? Who bothers? That fellow is so fat. He's so thin. Nobody is affected. You are thinking. You will be smiling. Suppose you are a conscious person, you will be smiling. You talk to yourself. Why are you worried that that fellow is fat? You talk to yourself. Like bhajan you sing. How would you sing? Manasa sanjarare, ye manasa sanjarare. Oh mind, may you move. Whom are you talking? To your mind as a second person. Oh mind, you, same thing. Sometimes you are taking your body, you are going for a walk. Come on. Whom are you talking? Not another person, to your own body. Move, move. You are making your body to move. So you talk to yourself like that. You are always conscious. It's like talking to yourself, being conscious. You're laughing. Why? Let the other person fat. Why are you thinking? This other fellow is sneezing all the time. Let him. How much is disturbing me? Are you disturbed? Nah. Continuous, continuous. So your thoughts will not affect people, but your activities. That is why everybody encourages other people to be in meditation. Why? No activity. Somebody doing puja, let him be there 1 hour in puja room. Why? Devil is away from everything. Let him be there. Encourage him for more worship. 1 hour. Somebody goes to the office, doesn't come back, good. He comes back, problem comes back. This fellow is thinking. Mindless talk, mindless speech, mindless action. Conscious. Why? Please. Atma upamyena sarvatra. Samam pasyati Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, one who sees Atma upamyena, Atma upamayasya, for whom self is the reference point. Before I talk to somebody, my point of reference is me. See that beautiful language. If I say this, what will happen to him is the concern. Why? If somebody says that to me, how shall I feel? Atma upamyena sarvatra. Atma upama. Right translation. You are the point of reference. Before you execute a thought into a speech or an action, you are the point of reference. How will it feel if somebody does that to me under these circumstances? One person is standing with a plate in the food line. One person says, go. Now you start thinking, how will you feel? You are a beggar or an ordinary person. You are standing, somebody says, go. Not so good. That is where you respect a beggar, ordinary person. That's why the rudeness goes away from your life. That rudeness. Suppose I say that, and I am the one behaving rude with everybody. Will you like to listen to me? You shall not. Why? That incident will come. Look who is talking. Suppose I am rude to you unnecessarily. I am intolerant. The moment I say this, you shall be sitting there and smiling. Look who is talking. Understand? The moment you see, please see how it is connected. Suppose you say that, but I say something that I must be very nice and not rude, and you are now smiling at me. Why? Because look who is talking. Now you look at yourself. Am I doing the same thing? I am smiling at the other person, but do I say things which I do not do? The table turns heavily towards you. That is why before you laugh at somebody, criticize somebody, angry with somebody, pull down somebody, you look at yourself. How are you functioning? The confusion comes, understand, the confusion comes when the other person claims to be smart and wise and behaves stupid. That becomes a confusing statement. Why? Because that person claims, oh, he is very conscious behavior, but he is unconsciously using the word conscious. I know what am I doing, but in reality he is not doing, just like angry man talking. When the angry man talks, he talks nonsense. unadulterated garbage comes out. But if you tell the person, do you know what you are talking? I know what I am doing. Oh, sure. Okay. What do? You cannot say anything. So this Atma Upamena, I am the point of reference. Pulling up somebody, getting angry, pushing somebody out. You know, that time you must feel, how will it feel if I do that? Understand? Very conscious behavior it becomes. Sukhamba yadiva dukkham. Where shall I do it? All situations. Sukhamba yadiva dukkham. Sayogi paramo mata. Sukhamba dukkhamba. What else situation in life? Huh? Either it is comfortable or it is uncomfortable. Either a third situation. Two types of situations will come in life. Certain situations are comfortable, certain are uncomfortable. What is that makes me comfortable? Watch out very carefully. What else makes me comfortable? I'll see that the other person does the same thing. Watch out that statement. Your point of reference is wisdom or ignorance? If your point of reference is ignorance, suppose you are smoking. What makes me feel comfortable? Smoking. So, other people smoke. This is not the liberal attitude of today. Today's liberal attitude. Do you know what is liberal attitude? Oh, it doesn't matter what other people do. Why? Because I also am doing the same thing. That's a weakness. I accept anybody who is smoking. Why? I myself smoking, That's a dangerous acceptance. I myself have murdered people. So what is wrong if people murder? I am getting angry. So let everybody also get angry. I am jealous. So what is wrong if somebody is jealous? That type of acceptance is, your point of reference is ignorance, not wisdom. That is why it can be perversion. Are you getting that? I am drinking. So drinking bodies, evening, everybody. Oh, you are drinking, oh, it's good. Why are you getting unnecessarily angry with me because he is drinking? It's like a person who was driving in the car. He driving the car, going for a parking lot. When he goes in park, goes back, bang, one car. Comes out, bang, another car. Then comes out of the thing, bangs out another car. Then he goes into the road, stops in a place where all the traffic has stopped. The policeman was observing. He said, oh, too much. He got up and said, what are you doing? Show me your license. Sir, can you give me your license? Then he said, are you joking? Who has license? Who will give me license? He cannot get a license from anybody because with this type of driving, how can he get a license? So suppose he says, everybody should drive without license. That is licenselessness. Understand? Understand carefully. If I am drinking, if somebody says, I am drinking, I feel hot. Therefore, I should not tell anybody that you are drinking. No. If I am drinking, somebody should correct me. So if somebody is drinking, I can correct the person. But a person should be willing. I can justify that. But I don't have to hurt him. I don't have to justify it. I don't have to hurt him, but I can't give a sanction. I have nothing to do with it. That is wisdom. Atma Upamena Sarvata doesn't mean if I am smoking, if somebody says, don't smoke, I am halt. Therefore, you smoke, everybody smoke. I should not say, huh? Very conscious. And when you do that, consequence will come. Tell the person not to smoke, he may get angry with you. Other things will be. This is our human situation. Please appreciate. But the most important part of it is, when I am doing something, is it for my personal satisfaction or because I am functioning out of fulfillment? If my personal happiness depends upon the other person doing or not doing something, I shall be miserable if the person changes. Therefore, look at yourself. You don't disturb anybody in that sense of the term. I am very nicely. Yatha mama sukham ishta tatha sarva praninam sukham anukulam. As even I like to be in comfortable posture, comfortable position, everything comfortable around me. Everybody likes that. Therefore, I may not be able to give comfort to somebody, let me not create discomfort. I want to be happy with myself, happy with everything. So I may not be able to give happiness to somebody, but let me not be the cause of unhappiness. That attitude. I am not causing uneasiness, unhappiness to anybody. The problem will come. Please understand. You know where the problem will come? A person unconscious. Please see the behavior. Person is unconscious. He is unconsciously behaving. But he considers himself very conscious and wise. Those are the fellows will be problem. Because the person already considers himself wise, even though otherwise. He thinks he is consciously acting even though he is unconscious. Like you are, suppose, just take an example. Suppose I say, keep this place clean. Simple. I say, keep this place clean. So, you are supposed to do that. But somehow you forgot. Why? Unconscious. And the place is now dirty. So I tell you now, naturally call you up because I thought you were a conscious person. So I call you up and say, why this place is dirty? Now you are offended. Why? How can somebody tell like that? You don't feel, hey, I forgot. I was supposed to do it, I did not do it. That is conscious behavior. Unconscious behavior is, how can you talk like that? The place is dirty. Oh, so what? Huh? I thought you were a conscious person. That is where the danger problem comes. That is why life becomes complicated. Because you should make it clear to the world. Are you a conscious person, unconscious person? Are you a person with moods or no moods? Then people will know where you behave, where you stand. Are you getting that? You don't like a joke. So don't go on laughing with the joke. Then one day you say, you should not be joking. Arey, what happened? You have been joking. If you don't want something, clearly state it. I don't like this food. Don't like this food. I don't like. Like somebody is very angry, suppose getting upset. And everybody knows. And he also tells everybody, hey, don't talk to me. I am very short-tempered. I am in a short fuse. Don't do that to me. Suppose you have been telling that you are a short-tempered person. And then somebody touches you in a wrong side and you really blow up. Everybody will take your side. He has been telling he is such a angry person. He is such a short-tempered person. Why are you rubbing him wrong side? They will tell you. But suppose you are behaving like a Vasishta. But you are a Durvasa. Then everybody is confused. Are you getting that point, please? It's very difficult to deal with such people. So, the moment you know a person deals with that, suppose you gave me a chance, you gave me almost like a blank check to point out your mistake. But when I point out your mistake, you are finished. That means your unconscious behavior. That is why, in case the person, such situations you come around, best thing is withdraw. Don't even talk. Why? Let the people do what they want to do. You have to be very careful. Because that person is no good. It becomes very difficult. It's coming under the spell. But if you are a conscious person, yet sukham, whatever is comfortable to me. And you know what is wise man's comfort level? Any amount of discomfort also is comfort level. That is why you can't compete with such a person. It becomes difficult. What is your comfort level? Lying down on the dirt, alone, not eating, not bathing, not sleeping, not doing anything. Oh, wonderful. Why? Happy with myself. You can't compete with him. Or the best, I can be in a palace also. You saw that Vivek Chudamani. How is the wise person? How does he move? Chinta sunyam madainyam vaikshamasanam panam saridvarishu swatantrena nirankusa stitirami nidrasmasane vane vastukshana sosanadiraitam digvastu sayyamahi sanchara nigamanta vithishu vidam krida pare brahmani. Pare brahmani krida. Playing around in the Parabrahma, consciousness all pervasive. Sanchara nigamanta vithishu vidam. Nigamanta vithi. Vedanta vithishu vidam. Those people who know, playing around in that. And so therefore, chinta sunyam, no anxiety. Adainyam, no sense of poverty or meanness. Vaikshamasanam, whatever comes on the way, happy. Panam saridvarishu, drinking any water, whatever is available. Vastukshyalana sosanadhiraitam, clothes are not washed. Anything, anywhere is fine. Comfort level. So, or the comfort level is what? Kadachit Maharaja Vibhava, or sometimes living like a king. Which one is? That is why comfortable with both. Extremes. In between, everything is included. Can't deal with. That is why the person will be happy with anybody. Dukhe dukhi, gunini gunavan, pandite panditasya, murkhe murkha. In the assembly of fools, he'll behave like a fool. With the wise, wise. Otherwise, otherwise. Angry, angry. Happy, happy. Reflection, reflection. Easy, touching every possible life. Sukham va yadi va dukham. So look at yourself. How you behave. Sarvat bhava means this is the idea. Yatha mama sukham ishtam tatha sarva praninam sukham. As you know, whatever comforts me, comforts everybody. And what is that comforts him? Everything. Therefore, he will not consider something as a problem. If you say it's a problem, he will consider it a problem. If you say it's not a problem, not a problem. Suppose somebody says, Swami, today there is no water. All right. This is an example. Anything. What else can I say? Suppose you say there is no water. Okay. Can I tell you that in my room also there is no water for 2 days? It doesn't run water all the time. You don't have to say that. But the person says there is no water. That's a problem. Okay, problem. Solve it. We'll do that. Oh, there is no, this place is dirty. Oh, okay. Place is dirty. Clean it up. No, somebody must clean. All right. Okay, we'll organize it. Anything. If somebody says a problem, don't say, how can you say it's a problem? Hey, it's a problem. Why? Because for him it's a problem. So, that problem must be solved. But suppose somebody says, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Choice is yours. Are you getting that point? Every situation in life like that depends how you take it. Because at no time, please appreciate, at no time ever in life you can solve every problem. It will never happen. Why? Problem is a perception. If you see it as a problem, it's a problem. If you see it as a solution, it's a solution. This weather, good or bad? Suppose you are having fever. So cold. But you are having a problem. You are having a cold, fever. What will happen? Oh, so cold. It's not so cold. But for you, fever, therefore it's so cold. Suppose you are healthy. Oh, fantastic weather. Very hot. 42-degree temperature. How is that? A little hot. Yes, because you are so healthy. You are sick. Even the spring breeze is torture. So problem is a problem, solution is a solution, depends on you. Complete depends on you. Because you handle situations. That is why perhaps God doesn't understand anybody's prayer. Because for Him there is no problem. Why he is simply standing there? Oh, that is how he is supposed to. For him everything is okay. Everything is okay because after all he is everything, he has everything. So from his standpoint, you are not bound. So suppose, why is he not liberating me? From his standpoint, you are free. If you feel you are bound, what can he do? He has made you free. He has made you free. He didn't give you the sense of bondage. He has made you free. You are free. And if you don't say he doesn't, suppose you say he doesn't exist, he's not going to get angry either. Nor if you say he's existing, he's flattered by it. No. It's all yours. The truth is like that. It's like space existing. In the space, what you do is your choice. The whole perception, understand. Sarvatra, all places, yadi va sukham va dukkham. Same way. Va sabda cha artha. Yadi va yaccha dukkham mama pratikulam anishtam yatha tatha sarva praninam dukkham anishtam pratikulam. Whatever is dukkham pratikulam for me, whatever I don't like, that also. This much should not be. I feel inconvenienced, that a person, anybody also will feel inconvenienced that way. Therefore, I don't do it. Okay. Atma sammena sukha dukkhe anukule pratikule tulyataya sarva bhutesu samam pasyati. All the beings, even you don't pluck a flower like ee. Why? The tree will feel affected. How will you like if somebody plucks your hair? I did that one day to a child. The fellow was going, simply pluck the, some people are habit, their hands and legs are talking. Unconscious behavior. Hey, the neem tree is there. You shall see usually. Our ashram, these things are protected. But go anywhere you shall see usually, the bottom, the branches, the leaves will not be there. Just observe. Because whoever is going, simply, not that there is any purpose. Are you eating that leaf? No, but throw. Take that flower. Why? But that is how people behave. Unconscious behavior. One day one child was doing like that in somewhere, one person. He did that. I was behind him. He didn't know that. So as he was doing, I pulled his hair. He looked back. So, oh, Swamiji, he can't tell me why you pull my hair. Then I just smiled. I said, why that? Why did you do that to the tree? For what? Oh, I said, yes, that is why I did. How do you like it? How do you like your hair being pulled? So that is how the tree will not like it. What are your problem? Why? Oh, but then you are cutting the big tree, big branch. Cutting, no, pruning, so that it grows. There is a difference between cutting and pruning. You cut down a person, prune a person. Cutting down is dismiss him. Pruning is don't behave like that. Help the person to grow, teaching. It's so beautiful. If you know, that is just like a gardener. Teaching is like a gardening, not harsh. And that person also will feel that kindness. Same thing somebody says, people listen. Same thing somebody says, people don't listen. Why? How it is told. How it is done. You try to deal with a child. Baby, take this food. He comes and takes it. And then, come here, take this food. Goes. Same thing. Both are telling the language, write down. Can you write it with anger? When you write down, can you write in anger or can you write in love? Come, take your food. Is it a loving statement written or an angry statement written? A written statement has no anger, no love. A spoken statement has an anger or love. Same statement, how it is spoken. One fellow goes to a teacher. Both are smokers. Both the teachers to students go to the teacher. One fellow says, one student says, comes back with a permission to smoke. Other person says, nothing doing. So the person who did not get the permission to smoke, he said, how come teacher gives you permission to smoke and tells me not to smoke? He said, why, what did you say? The person who did not get the permission, he said, I asked him, can I meditate while smoking? He said, naturally the teacher tell you no. While meditating, how can you smoke? Then what did you ask? I said, can I smoke while meditating? While smoking, can I meditate? As I am smoking, can I meditate? Yes. But while meditating, can I smoke? No. Because you are making meditation activity, there were two different activities. So smoking is meditation. Don't try that. Huh? An example. Just an example. Understand? You are in meditation, you can be anything. But by doing anything, you can't be in meditation. Understand? Very careful. So subtle, so conscious. Because if you play games with it, it's a sharp, double-edged weapon. It cuts you. You are the first one to get cut. If you don't know and play the game, it is just like the jungle cat and the otter. The otter knows both. Comfortable in the water, comfortable outside. The otter jumps into water, catches the fish and comes out. The jungle cat wants to imitate the otter, jumps into the water to catch the fish, drowns and dies. Wisdom is not to be imitated. You can't imitate wisdom. You be wise, live your wisdom. Atma upamena sarvatra. You are the point of reference. That is why even you have the total insight into your thoughts, your behavior is absolutely beautiful. Sukhamba, dukkhamba, both situations. Same for you, same for others. Sayogi, paramo mata. Hey Arjuna, such a person, parama yogi, great yogi, meaning one with himself. Yogi, jnani, karmi, bhakta, call it anything you like. That is how the person is fulfilled in himself. Okay, I have been told this. Now, the teaching is over. Now Arjuna asks a question. Just to make it, as Shankara says nicely, it's very beautiful, but for some people it's difficult. So to make it easier for everybody, Arjuna asks the question as though. Right, Arjuna read. Arjuna uvache yoyam yogastvaya prokta hai samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram chanchalam hi mana krishna pramathi balabadrudham tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Arjuna uvache yoyam yogastvaya prokta hai samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami Chanchalatvat stitim stiram. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Pramathi valavadrudham. Tasyaham nigraham manye. Bhayoriva suduskaram. Arjuna now says, Arjuna asked the question. It's a total human question. The question of every human being. For all generations. He Madhusudana, yoyam yoga tvaya prokta, samyena prokta. Etasya aham na pashyami. Sthiram sthitim aham na pashyami. Why? Chanchalatvat. O Lord, you gave a beautiful example. Samya, the oneness, samabhavam, oneness everywhere. Also the mind must be steady. What is that example you gave? Yatha bato nivatastha, yatha deepo nivatastha, nengate sopama smruda. Nivatastha deepavat, like deepa, the lamp lit up the flame. Nibatastha, protected all sides from the breeze. How steady is this flame? That steady is the mind of the wise man. Beautiful example you give, but I don't see it. Why? This thiram sthitim na pashyami. I don't see that. Why is it so? Chanchalatvat. Chanchalatvat. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. What is chanchalam? Chalati, 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 chalati iti chanchalam. What is chanchalam? Chanchalam means chalati, chalati, chalati. Continuously move, 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 move. Lakshmi's name is chanchala. There is another name for Lakshmi is Chanchala. Why Chanchala? Why Lakshmi Chanchala? Because Lakshmi, the prosperity doesn't stay in the same place for a long time. Today's rich man, tomorrow's poor. Today king, tomorrow poor beggar. Chakravat parivartanam cha dukhani cha sukhani cha. Like a wheel it moves. Now you are on the top, now you are on the bottom. You are very rich one generation, next generation wiped out. Yesterday, whoa, boom, in exchequer, what is that, stock exchange, boom, tomorrow, wiped out. 100 million, 1 million. Chanchala, that is Lakshmi Chanchala. And why she is Chanchala? Very beautiful language they say. Why it is so? Because she lives in Padmavana, lotus forest. We should say, take that book, Sukana Supadesh, so beautiful. I must take that once, hopefully somewhere. Sukana, so beautiful. For any youngster growing up in life, what directions must be given. Any generation, that is the book. So fantastic, you can't believe it. Maybe sometimes you should do that. And he gives you. Why don't rely on this prosperity? Why? The Lakshmi, Chanchala, she is very fickle. Cannot stay in one place. And if she doesn't stay in one place, don't blame her. Don't blame Lakshmi for that, prosperity for that. Why? Because she stays in Padmavana, Padmamalini, Padmapriye, Padmini, Padmadalaya, all Padma, Padma, Padma. So she lives in Padmavana, in the lotus forest. When you live in a lotus forest, from the lotus stem there are thorns. So she is walking on that forest, so her feet is wounded. Since the feet is wounded, she can't put that foot for a long time in one place. What a beautiful example. She can't put that place in one place. So, for sometimes she reaches somewhere, it goes to the next one. Always, goes to the next one. So, prosperity always says, Chanchala, Chanchalam. Anyway, Manaya, Chanchalam, Krishna, Krishna, Manaya, Chanchalam. Chalati, 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 chalati. Always on the move. You gave the example of steady mind. Take my example of unsteady mind. Vayo riva suduskaram. Your example, Krishna, you gave the example of steady mind. Lamp, the flame protected all sides from the breeze. Steady. You take my example of unsteady mind. Vayo riva suduskaram. As it is difficult to hold the air. Please hold the air. Please try to hold the air. Can you catch the air? That difficult it is to catch the mind. So difficult. It's going on different ways. And so difficult. Tasya aham nigraham manye. So aham manye, I consider tasya manasaha nigraham, to hold that mind, control that mind, to make that mind steady like the lamp protected from the breeze. Suduskaram. Not only duskaram, suduskaram. Very, 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 very difficult. He speaks the language of everybody. Average person deals with this type of thing. I don't know, Lord. Why is it duskaram? Because Rishida, Chanchalame Mana Krishna. Why do you consider it difficult to control? Underline that, the second half of the second verse. Pramathi valavat drudham. Ask yourself the question, your mind, is it like that? Pramathi. Pramathi means pramathanam karoti. Pramathanam silam yasya. Pramathanam karoti. This mind churning. Pramathanam, mathanam means churning. Pramathanam is churning. Why the person feels restless? Who is churning you? Who is pulling you? When you are alone, all alone in your room, traveling alone, walking alone, who is pulling you? Who is pushing you? Who is churning your mind? Who is churning you? Your own mind. Pramathanam. Pramathanam karoti. Balavat. Even if I don't want. Like somebody has told, hey, you rascal, even if you don't want to remember it, it comes up. And that voice also comes, a repetition also comes. That is why people say, you know, what he told me that day, 30 years back, still unforgettable, fresh in my mind. Yes. He told me I'm a crook. You think I'll ever forget? I'm the father. I did everything for him. I did everything for her. I'm the mother. I'm the husband. I'm the wife. I'm the lover. I loved the boy or the girl. And look at that man to whom I gave everything. What did he say? I'm a crook. Huh? You think I shouldn't forget it? Then what should you do? Suffer it? Suffer. Suppose you say, no, I cannot forget it. Good, suffer it. No, but I don't want to suffer. If you don't, what is this? You don't want to suffer it, nor you want to forget it. Then what can you do? There is no other way out. What is the solution? Solution is not stopping the voice. Solution is knowing yourself. Am I the crook? No. What is it? Knowing yourself. That is why self-awareness. Who you are is not a point of discussion, deliberation, or sanction from others. Is no point of discussion. Who you are is not a matter to be discussed. That is concluded once for all. Absolute. That identity, who I am, is not for compromise, analysis, discussion, destruction, anything. I know about myself. That conviction, not fanaticism. I know about myself. That's nonsense. Taking you taking a relative role to be yourself, and then you say, I know about myself. You don't worry. You see, others need not puncture you. Your own identity will puncture you. Just think. Just think that. Others, once you identify with a relative identity, are you getting that? If you identify with a relative identity and consider yourself that, others need not puncture you. The role itself will puncture itself. Suppose I am very proud I am young. How long the youth can last? I am very proud that I am the managing director of a company. How long? Permanent, huh? I am the richest man. Just take some time, don't worry. Anything. Why the riches gives you such delusion? Long time delusion. Because riches can last long time. Suppose you have 100 million, you cannot lose it overnight. You have got 1,000 million, impossible to lose. That is why impossible to talk to these people. Position you can lose. A man or woman you can lose. That is why you can be a billionaire. But in the matters of love, you are a beggar. Because the other woman runs away. Man runs away. You love somebody, that woman goes with somebody else. Now your billionaire position is finished. You thought you can control everybody. You can't control a boy or a girl. Your son goes away, your daughter goes away. Now as a father you are finished. Oh, I have billions. The fellow has to return. He says, I don't care. You stay with your billion. That is when people do not want these things, you are nobody. It gives you material security, but total emotional insecurity. That is why if you hold on to a role, consider that as the absolute, others need not puncture you. You shall be punctured. The role itself will drop out. I was very proud. Oh, I am a holy man. That will be holier. I am a learned man. More learned. Anything. Because relative roles are, please understand, relative roles are comparative. Always comparable. Therefore, bigger, smaller, always will be there. If your role as a bigger thing gives you arrogance, just a matter of time, your arrogance will be snuffed out. Because you shall find out somebody bigger and you will feel like a rat. So watch out. Pramati. This mind, pramathanam karoti. One, balavat, drudham, has got a strong hold. Compulsive mind. Lord, I understand what you say, but my mind is like that. Enna pandrathu? What to do? We shall see the answer in it. Krishna says, just read it, we shall see. Shri Bhagavan Uvache Asansayam Mahabhaho Manodurnigraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha gruhyate. The answer we shall see in the evening, but one statement thought comes straight away, so I'll push it even. Forget the answer. Even how to answer is an art. When somebody questions you, how to answer, learn from this statement. What Arjuna says, Chanchala me mana Krishna, Pramati balavadrudham. Oh Lord, mana is so, Chanchala, Pramati, balavat, trudham. I consider very difficult. Tasya nigraham manye vayur, to control that mind, very difficult. And how Krishna says, before answering the question, first he accepts his question. Asansayam Mahavaho. Hey Mahavaho, a mighty armed one. He doesn't say a dunce. He didn't say, are you a dunce? What type of question you are asking? That is how people will answer. The Arjuna is asking this question. And what Krishna says? Mahavaho, hey mighty armed one, mighty armed. And what he is telling? One is telling his mind is killing him, mighty armed one. But look at the answer. Hey mighty armed one. He doesn't say you stupid, mighty armed one. Asansa. Whatever you are saying, doubtless. Asansa. In this there is no doubt. Mana, durnigraham, chalam. Repeats that word. What you say, Arjuna, is right. Mind is difficult to control. Always unsteady. How will Arjuna feel? Appa. All right, ready for answer. Suppose somebody asks you a problem. What nonsense are you talking? You shall be far away from the person. When a person says, oh, there is too much of noise. Yeah, I know this place, too much of noise, true. Okay, we'll see. Now the person knows you have accepted his problem. Learning even how to solve the problem. Long before the doctors start treatment, how they approach the patient itself cures the patient 50%. But not many doctors are like that. Not many engineers like that. Not many lawyers like that. Not even psychologists like that. Gurus, forget it. Because the person has his own motive. What I shall get out of the person, not what I shall give to the person. How many understand? That person will give you right advice. Who shall know what he shall give you and not what he shall receive? The person who is looking for receiving, he cannot give you right advice. Why? His gain is more important than other person's gain. One who is idea is to give. Give knowledge. Right. So, I give you knowledge. What consideration? Any consideration. But suppose I receive 100 rupees, 1 line. 500 rupees, 2 lines. 5,000 rupees, maybe 1 hour. 100,000, this is what? Business? In knowledge, there is no little bit, 10%. 20%, you cannot. Full percentage. Everything is given. That is why it's not a business. Understand? Please see the attitude. We'll see in the afternoon. When Arjuna asked, first acceptance, Bhagavan says, hey Arjuna, whatever you say is right. Mana durnigraham chalam. Okay? And then the solution, we'll see in the afternoon. Close your eyes.